Hey guys, welcome back to some more F1 2016 and part 11 of my Return to Glory career mode with McLaren, and today we have the Hungarian Grand Prix. So let's get into things, see if anything will happen. I'm not sure it will, but just to cover all bases, I thought I'd start the recording right there. Is something going to happen?
Hey, our upgrade pace is looking solid right now, but I do think we need to push harder if we want to stay competitive. Here's the report.
So we have another R&D report. Toro Rosso have gone ahead of us now. Massive upgrade for them, and that's a little bit disconcerting. Haas, or Haas as I call them, have gone well off the pace. So let's have a look at the laptop. Who's updated? Toro Rosso, massive upgrade there, and yeah, they've gone up to 5th position in the sort of performance table, and look how close it is between the top sort of 6 teams now. Once we get our big Spa upgrade, we'll be right up there, I'm pretty sure. So we'll keep it like this for the moment. I am slightly worried about Toro Rosso being quicker than us, but it's very, very exciting, isn't it? I mean, yeah, Williams, another upgrade in there, on par. Red Bull haven't upgraded in a while. Mercedes have just dropped off the pace significantly, really. They're still in the title fight, though. That's the amazing thing. But that is pretty much that for this first part of the episode. And I'm now going to hand over to the qualifying report with Joe. Qualifying took place today just outside Budapest in Hungary, and while there was no surprises in Q1 as Rio Haryanto, Verline, Magnussen, Palmer, Nasser and Marcus Ericsson all went out in Q1. Q2, however, and the huge update for Toro Rosso didn't make any difference, as Carlos Sainz and Danny Kvyat finished just outside Q3 in 11th and 12th. Joining them were Grosjean, Sergio Perez, Nico Hülkenberg and Esteban Gutierrez. Setting the pace early in Q3 was Daniel Ricciardo, and he looked very, very good for pole position. But it was Kimi Räikkönen, the oldest man on the grid, who came round and took his first pole for 8 years and absolutely smashed Daniel Ricciardo's time by over 0.6 of a second.
It's always wonderful to come back to the lively Hungaroring. A popular destination this, nice and close to the beautiful city of Budapest, with some exciting racing to boot. Who can forget Michael Schumacher pushing his old teammate Rubens Barrichello up towards the pit wall in 2010, or those great races of 2014 and 2015 as well. Located 12 miles northeast of the Hungarian capital Budapest, the 14 corners of the Hungaroring are steeped in history and prestige. Overtaking has always been difficult on this technical 2.7-mile circuit, but the last few years in particular have turned up some exceptional races. Let's hope we're in for another one here today. With me to enjoy it all is Anthony Davidson, a man who made his Grand Prix debut here with Minardi back in 2002. So, Ant, this is a bit of a special one for you, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I'd say so. I also stood in to commentate on Jensen's win in 2006, and as I was a test driver for Honda at the time, you can imagine that was quite an emotional Grand Prix. It's also a tough circuit on the drivers, this one too. Lots of long, slow corners that require a lot of patience from inside the car. Plus, it's a very downforce heavy circuit. I mean, it's all relative, of course, but if you're lacking a bit in downforce, or if you've got a bit of an imbalance in the setup, this is definitely one of the worst places to have to deal with that.
Excellent job yesterday. We qualified above expectations. Let's go out there and put in a performance.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Kimi Räikkönen's perfect lap yesterday sees him start from pole position, and P2 goes to Daniel Ricciardo, a strong showing from the Australian. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Vettel, Nico Rosberg and Bottas, a McLaren, Hamilton, Alonso and Felipe Massa, Sainz, Kvyat, Romain Grosjean and Perez, Hülkenberg, Gutierrez, Rio Haryanto and Pascal Wehrlein, Magnussen and Palmer, Felipe Nasser and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Well guys, P7, good qualifying for us there. I've really enjoyed the feeling of the car this weekend. We've been in good shape. Despite Toro Rosso's huge upgrade, they haven't looked that special. They look pretty good in practice, I know Danny Kvyat I think got P2 in one of the practices, so they've definitely got pace and they're behind us, so we know it's not going to be easy, but I think super soft is the best way to go. We had a perfect tyre management, purple in every single lap, and we also got a fully purple track acclimatization for the first time this series. So that's the race strategy today, 2 stops, and we'll see what happens. So hopefully we can get round the formation lap today. We want to continue the point scoring form that we've had.
We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too high with the revs.
Our new rival is Daniel Ricciardo as well, after beating Fernando Alonso in the last Grand Prix back at home in Silverstone. But yeah, Ricciardo qualified P2. Raikkonen's in a good vein of form. He's had 2 wins and a couple of pole positions recently, so he can be pretty happy with that. No, I think, is this his first pole position of the season? I think it might be. Obviously I think it was Verstappen on pole in Great Britain, and Vettel and Hamilton were the only ones before that, so well done to Kimi Raikkonen. Championship leader Vettel in P4, Rosberg in P5, Bottas just ahead of us in P6, and then we're P7, and Hamilton all the way down in 8th, and oh well, that's the end of our formation lap. So whoops, we didn't want the replay. We wanted to just skip the formation lap and get ready for lights out. Here we go. Hold the clutch. Lights out and away we go. An agonising wait there for the lights, and that's caught out Vettel, who's had another poor start. But what a start for us and Nico Rosberg. He goes up into P3. We're just going to have to take it nice and easy because, yeah, I seen that happening. 3 wide. We would have been probably took out there. Verstappen going wide there. Ricciardo down in 4th. This is a little bit crazy on the first lap. We're past Daniel Ricciardo though. And Rosberg having a look at Verstappen, who's on the softer tyres. Whoa. We had to brake pretty hard there to avoid Rosberg, who's gone up to P2, but our brilliant starts this season has continued, and Kimi Raikkonen running away with the Grand Prix victory at the moment. Rosberg's 2nd, where we've slotted into 3rd, Verstappen in 4th on the soft tyres, Ricciardo 5th, and then it looks like Bottas 6th, and Vettel all the way down the order, probably in 8th I think, because I believe that's Lewis Hamilton behind Valtteri Bottas. So, oh no, I think it's Fernando. Could be Fernando looking at the mini map. So he's had a good start, and the whole field, well, the whole top 10 was covered by 6/10 of a second I think it was, and then Raikkonen put in a brilliant lap right at the end, just before we put in our fastest lap. So oh, it's very interesting, I think. Very interesting. How's fuel looking? Well, I've got quite a bit of excess, so we'll try our best just to hang in there on fuel. But we know that tyre wear isn't too bad on our car, so we should be okay for the first stint. we've got to look when we're coming in. About lap 8 to 10, that should be fine, easily achievable.
Conditions should remain dry.
Just made a brilliant move there on Rosberg, but unfortunately the engineer cut over us there. But yeah, I wasn't expecting that. That's why I was pretty quiet, because I was concentrating, and Rosberg just went a little bit wide and we went down his inside, and we're in second place now. I'll tell you what, we're doing very, very well.
The gap to teammate is 2.6 seconds.
Verstappen having a look down, we're inside. We're going to leave him the room. We go a little bit wide ourselves, and we've wound up into third place now. Daniel Ricciardo all over the back of us, trying to get that final spot on the podium. But yeah, at the moment we have quite a train behind us. Here comes Ricciardo down the inside straight away. I think Reitner must have pitted. That's Sainz, by the way, not Ricciardo. Wow. So he's come through the field, obviously. Started in 11th or 12th place in the Toro Rosso, and he's now moved ahead of us. Toro Rosso looking very, very good. I thought it was Daniel Ricciardo. I assume he's gone into the pits now. And Kvyat just behind us in 4th. So Toro Rosso's having a very good race at the moment. And here we come into the pits on lap 8. Looks like Kvyat's followed us in. Down 50 mile an hour, and that looks just about perfect. And here we come. And funnily enough, Verstappen has come in as well on those soft tyres, so he's running a similar sort of strategy to us. But oh, we've been held up here. Kvyat has got the jump on us. 3.8 seconds, and that has cost us. There's Sainz, so. Well, look at this, how close this is. Rosberg just ahead of us as well. They're getting caught in traffic, obviously, and we've just slotted in front of Ricciardo. So Sainz is having an excellent race, but we're going to go down the inside here on the soft tyres, and we've managed to make a move there. And now we're having a look at Nico Rosberg up towards turn 4. Obviously, Rosberg dropped back a lot, so I was thinking that it was good being behind him, but he did drop off slightly. Oh no, we have minor damage to the front wing. Just getting a little bit too aggressive there, and that's going to cost us a bit of time later on. We probably will have a bit of understeer. We are caught in traffic at the moment, and that's not good. Palmer on the straight, so that's interesting. Obviously Toro Rosso with that 2015 Ferrari may not be as quick in a straight line as the 2016 Renault. Well, we're hoping to get past Danny Kvyat, because that, it looks like it's the battle for the podium. And we're through. And now there's Palmer. On the inside of Palmer into the chicane. Love that. And now going to go for Kevin Magnussen, who's chasing down Felipe Nasr. We can get a good gap here while the rest of the field's in traffic. That's why I'm pushing a little bit harder than I would be at this stage of the race, just to make sure that we get a little bit of a gap, because we're going to need it now. That will need a front wing change. I wish there was an option in this game for you not to fix the front wing, because I would just stay with this level of damage till the end, because it doesn't feel too bad. Obviously there is understeer, and it will affect tyre wear as well.
It's a gap to the car in front until
We
the
still have
distance.
decent pace.
Let's try and get past in the DRS zone.
Just got to be smart with my moves here. Kevin Magnussen on the medium tyres. We'll be going deep into the Grand Prix. You can imagine. I assume NASA is also on the medium tyres. We're caught right behind here. We just had a lift out of there. I wasn't prepared to go full throttle. Well, Magnussen is holding us up greatly here. We're going to have to go down the inside of him like we did his teammate. So we'll have to wait for another opportunity to get past. Just stick nice and close, look after the tyres, and we should be fine. So here we go, we've got a bit of momentum here. We're going to go down the inside. Job done. Well, Magnussen comes back around the outside. Well driven. A little lock up. Now Palmer's catching us up. Nasa goes into the pits. He was on the soft tyres, so softs can go about 11 laps by the looks of things. And we're through, and now we're into third place in the Grand Prix, and look how much time we've lost to Max Verstappen. That is ridiculous. He was just ahead of us, remember, when we pitted. Being caught in that traffic has cost us a lot of time, but now we have to use that traffic to our advantage. Julian Palmer and Kevin Magnussen battling it out for fourth place at the moment. Look at that. And Palmer going wide there. Or Magnussen. Palmer went down the inside, but pretty exciting battles going on down the order today. Well, Sebastian Vettel out of the race. I wonder what happened to him. I imagine maybe an engine failure, but we will check on the old replay camera. Let's have a look then. So Sebastian Vettel, is this him? It will be him. Right. Is it an engine failure? Or gearbox? Or something? Oh, it's an engine failure, and a massive one at that. Where's he going to stop though? Well, on the side of there. Safety car could be deployed, but not necessarily. Or maybe virtual safety car. Because it is in an awkward place, I would say, but we're quite enjoying just putting in times at the moment. We've got a decent gap to the car behind, which is Danny Kvyat.
Some information on Gutierrez. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
And Esteban Gutierrez has got a bit of a problem with his car, so don't know how that's going to affect us, but now you know.
Again, so I expect they fix whatever the problem was.
Right guys, we're going to come into the pits this lap and put on another set of soft tyres. Verstappen's picking up the speed again. Going to the engineer, so we're going to come in now, put on another set of softs, and go at the end of the Grand Prix. So remember, we need a front wing change here as well. Fernando Alonso's got his way up all the way in fourth, so he's just one place behind us at the moment. There's the brand new set of soft tyres, the new front wing, and that's cost us about, what, 5 or 6 seconds, so here we'll go again, and hopefully the people on mediums are stopping again, but a little bit of pressure going into turn 1. All these guys have got momentum on us, like Kvyat, who, wow, will not be stopping again because he's only recently come in, and well, we're on the soft tyres, so we should be able to catch him up. We've come out just ahead of Daniel Ricciardo, and now we're going to try and get past his former teammate Danny Kvyat. We're going to go down the inside. This is really close racing, but we've got past him, and that's a good quality move. There goes Danny Kvyat. down the inside. We're just going to hold it round the outside. Well, he's got the DRS, remember. We're going to have to slot into his slipstream here. And while we've got, well, a little bit of contact there, and we've lost a bit of our front wing once again. Oh no. Wow. We've just been hit by Daniel Ricciardo as well. Safety car deployed.
The safety car is out.
Well,
We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow
I don't know what's...
Maintain positive delta. The front wing is in a really bad state. We need you back in the pits this lap.
I really don't know what just happened there. For some reason I can't get onto L1. So we're just going to do it here. We're going to put the super soft tyres on and go to the end of the race. But where are we going to slot in? 16th place apparently.
It's too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
But I'm absolutely gutted about that. We're going very well, and then just got a bit racy with Danny Kvyat and I don't believe this. Drive through penalty as well.
We want you to pit in for repairs. Box, box, box.
That's just me lacking in concentration and not watching the Delta, so we've completely destroyed this race now. And well, the best we can hope to do is finish it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gonna need to come in for the drive-through penalty. Now I don't know whether green flags are waved all over the circuit as soon as Raikkonen's passed.
Okay.
Yep, they are. So here we go.
It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Come down the inside. We are going to have to take a drive-through penalty, but we're not going to do that just yet. I'm going to stay out here a little bit longer. There's a yellow flag out, so I don't know what's going on. There's Nico Rosberg. I don't know what happened there. But we're going to go down the inside and we're back into 9th place. We've had a bit of contact with the front wing once again. So more minor damage. We've honestly lost so many front wings this weekend. It's rather embarrassing, but yeah, this race has just become a bit of a disaster now. Oh, and well, Valtteri Bottas takes us out just as I say. It was a disaster. And that's our second DNF of the season. Let's just have a look at this on the replay. We're going up towards the notorious turn 5. We come in. You can't really see from that angle there. Let's go down to Bottas's perspective. On board with Bottas. Here we go, through turn 4, seems to be having the momentum. He comes up the inside and we just kind of cut him off, but he's out of the race, we're out of the race, and that brings an end to that Grand Prix, which turned into a disaster. We had such good pace, but we can't complain too much. We've had a lot of good fortune recently with strategies and things, and these things happen sometimes. But
Great effort there from Ferrari.
I think Kimi Raikkonen must have won because obviously Vettel was out, so it can't be Vettel.
Tell me, Alex, what was the key to this success?
So there he is.
In the strategy, you could
Kimi Raikkonen, is he going to become the new championship leader? That is the question.
most out of the tyres, and it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
Marcus Ericsson there.
Here they come now.
So Fernando Alonso got himself a podium.
Anywhere in the world, the
Very well done, Fernando. Very, very happy for you. It's good to see. That's not just me bringing in the podiums. Verstappen finished second in the end and Alonso grabbed that final podium position. I assume the safety car came out again and probably seen them home actually. So Fernando Alonso, very, very happy and very good to see him back on the podium. Probably exactly 2 years since his last podium appearance.
The World Championship, Here's how things look in the drivers' table. Kimi Raikkonen takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after that excellent result. Now then, Anthony Davis...
Danny Kvyat finished 4th, Lewis Hamilton 5th.
Well, it's a difficult decision for sure.
Felipe Massa 6th, Perez 7th, Verline 8th, Haryanto 9th, and Romain Grosjean in 10th.
Same kind of impact.
3 DNFs, Ricciardo way down there, Rosberg way down as well, so I'm assuming they all got caught up in that little collision there. Looking at the drivers' standings, Kimi Raikkonen takes over the lead, Sebastian Vettel there in 2nd, Rosberg 3rd, Hamilton 4th. We're still in 5th, ahead of Ricciardo in 6th, Verstappen in 7th, and Danny Kvyat in 8th. Constructors, we're still in 4th, that's what we like to see. Let's see what happens here. I think we're going to move down in the team's standing here. But, yeah, not great, actually. Not great at all. And we're losing the rivalry quite bad to Daniel Ricciardo, who's absolutely thrashing us at the minute. Session goal, failed that. Failed the teammate one, definitely. But we are okay with the Drivers' Championship. So we're still in good stead with the team. We've got 75,000 score. And anything on the laptop doesn't look like it. So that is where we're going to end this episode. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Please leave a like down below if you did. You don't have to, of course, but it means a lot for me and for the channel. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.